Making kimchi and the process of natural fermentation. In this video, I'll explain how food fermentation extends shelf life by creating an acidic environment to inhibit growth, alters flavor and texture by producing new compounds, and improves the nutritive value of the product. So, first, I'll show you my radish that I'm using. In this kimchi recipe, I will be using the natural bacteria from the radish to create the fermentation process. I'm cutting it up, cubing it, and you'll see that I'll be adding salt and sugar, which are the main components of the fermentation process. The salt creates an environment in which a lot of bacteria can't survive, however, lactic acid bacteria in particular can. The sugar feeds this bacteria to help it grow and help that kimchi get nice and ripe. I'm going to add that mixture to the cubed radish, let it sit for 30 minutes, and through the process of osmosis, water is going to drain out of the radish, creating a very salty environment. Next, you'll see me preparing some seasoning. I use fish sauce, garlic, ginger, green onions, and red pepper flakes called gochugaru to give it that beautiful red color. One study showed the comparison between fresh and fermented kimchi, and we saw that both kimchis promoted weight loss and glucose metabolism in pre-diabetic individuals, but the fermented kimchi lowered blood pressure and also decreased insulin resistance and increased insulin sensitivity, making it super healthy. Other research shows that kimchi actually decreases phytates, which increases mineral absorption, specifically of iron, zinc, and calcium. And the lactic acid bacteria can synthesize B vitamins like folate, riboflavin, and B12. So the nutritive value of this food actually increases. So I'm mixing up everything together before I put it into an anaerobic environment. Minimizing air exposure also increases and encourages the lactic acid bacteria growth. It's shown that growth speeds up in warm temperatures. So if I left this out on the counter, it would take about 1 to 2 days for my kimchi to ferment. But if I leave it in the fridge, it can take weeks or months for that fermentation process to really kick in. I am going to keep mine in the fridge because I want it to stay fresh for longer. Here I'm pushing it down and making sure there is as little air as possible, and also keeping it in a dark environment. Kimchi is a superfood for a reason. It is a probiotic and helps restore the natural balance of our gut bacteria. It can also boost our immune system. Here are my references. Thank you for watching my video.